Okay, so welcome to I'm just quickly going to open up again the word that we have done. So this is just going to be a very short one with regards to the rest of the word that you need to know. Okay, so remember with the alignment comes some other options as well. Now you need to know this is when you horizontally align something. Okay, but and I want you to have a look at this page. Okay, look at how it's set at the moment. Okay, when I go into my layout options and I go to size and I say more paper sizes, there's an option of layout. I will go to the vertical alignment, which is center. I will say, okay, can you see how it's moved? Okay, so from this part to that part, it is in the center. Okay, so remember horizontally aligned versus vertically aligned. Okay, and I'm not talking text, I'm talking the whole page. Okay, then also just take note of the other settings. You can now say you want your vertical alignment to be at the top, at the center, at the bottom, or you want to justify. Okay, so just make sure that you do take note of all those settings there. Then just also take note of the fact that you can now, I actually taught this for you in grade 10, but some of you might forgot or were in class but can't remember. When you're in your header, there's also an option for a date and a time. Okay, just make sure it's set on the correct setting. So that's something you also need to revise and update automatically if you want to update that. And look carefully for what kind of format I'm asking or being asked in the exam paper. Okay, then um, let's just quickly look at some basic I want to call it formatting. Okay. Remember when you work with a table, these borders. Okay. And I remember last year you had a paragraph like this, and I asked you just to tell me theoretically how did I put in that line? Can you see that line that appears there? Now, obviously, you can go into insert and you can draw that line like I did in my previous explanation of the multi level numbering, but that's not going to be a perfect straight line. So another way in which how you can do it is you can go to home, you can say, let's draw a bottom border. Okay, only one at the bottom. Oh no, it's not working like this. Okay, let's quickly see why it's not giving me that option. Okay, there it is, the bottom border. Okay, so basically, although I'm not working in a table, it can still do that. And if I want to stretch that line out, I can even do that. I can even make it go wider on both sides. Okay, so that's one way on doing that. Or you can go to your paragraph settings and you can make sure that on both sides it's at the edge. But I think with the ruler, it's quite a little bit better to do it like that. Remember, if your ruler is not found there, you can go to view and just mark your ruler. Okay, so that's how you can do that. And then um, another thing you did that is different from grade 10, and you did a lot of this in class, was to insert text from a file or an object. Now, basically, the two differences is as such. I'm going to actually do it so that you can see the difference. Okay, so let's say I am going to the end of my document and I want to insert something from another document. So actually the text, I'm going to say text from file, and let's say I'm going to just choose whatever the impression. I'm going to say insert. Okay, can you see now what's going to happen is probably going to take a long time because it's a big one, but can you see it literally inserted the whole of that text document? Okay, this is a complete new document that was inserted in here. So that is when you want the actual text from a previous or another document to be inserted. Okay. Then the other option is, let's say I want to put in a graph or a chart here. I'm going to go to insert. I'm going to say object. Okay. So if that was too fast, just click object. You most probably have to create it from your file, which is your exam file, and you're going to browse for it. Now, let's say I want that same document that I've used, but I don't want the whole document. I just want it to be in there as an icon. I can say, okay, insert it. I want it to be linked to a file, or I don't. I just want the person to see it as an icon. Then you have to click that. Okay. And then you can say, okay. And can you see now it's going to be as pasted in as a object. Okay. I just quickly want to show you something. It's not supposed to do that. If I say change icon, you can actually change it as well. I thought because it's a word, it would give me the word. But anyway, okay. So we won't really ask you to choose another icon. Just make sure that if we ask you to link it either or not, that it is indeed done like that. Okay, then the other things that you need to revise, obviously, is the basic things of grade 10, like your pictures. Remember, whatever you insert, let's just quickly insert a picture here or go to a picture. Here's a picture. Okay. Once I click on that picture, the formatting tools come up. I can go and put a border around the picture. I can wrap the picture. Remember, tight is a good option. Okay. If I don't specify, I can also change the size. Remember to take that off so it doesn't go wibbly wobbly. Okay. That's how you do that. So that's something that you need to do. Just something very cool that I want to show you is you can actually remove the background. Okay. And so once you then you can maybe say mark areas to remove. Okay. Remove all of this. Okay, and that. Okay. Can you see now it only takes that out. That's something cool. You can maybe use in your own time. Okay, nevertheless, that's your formatting of your pictures. And then just another thing that we've done in grade 10, but I'm going to revise that with you anyway, is you can change the info of your document. Okay, remember there's lots of things of this document. You can protect the document. You can check for issues. We've done a whole more than one period at the beginning of grade 11 on this. Okay, you can actually check the words. You can check how many minutes was spent on this. You can check the title, etc. But then you can also change the author. Okay, and take note of the more property options. Okay, so that you can see there's options now to specify the company. Okay, and then I see something there that actually reminds me to revise hyperlinks with you, the hyperlink base. I'm just quickly going um, to make that also something new. So make sure that you know where to change this. Okay, and then you can actually go into the properties and see more options for the author, the company, the general, the statistics, the contents, the custom one. Okay, so make sure you know where all of that is found. Okay, and then once you're out there, let's just quickly go back to the hyperlinks. That's also something new. Let's say I want this picture to be referred to. If I click on that text, the blue sky, it actually goes to the the painter that has painted the whole website of this painter, for instance. Okay, I'll go to insert, I'll go to hyperlink, and then I'll choose, do you want an existing file or web page? Yes. Okay, then let's say you're going to type in whatever I tell you to, that is written on the question paper. I'm just going to click that one that's already there. I'm going to say okay. So once I say I'll control and enter, it's going to take me to that specific website that I've chosen it to be. Obviously, it's got nothing to do with the painting, We're on virtual keyboards now. Okay, so but just take note that that's how you insert a hyperlink, and take note of the others. Take note that you can also say that it needs to go to a place in this document. You can go to a new document, and then you can also go to an email address. You can say, listen, send this directly as an attachment, and you can put that in. Okay. Um, I think that is that for now. Okay, we're going to pause this video for now, and then we'll move on to